They're like, the fuck? The hell are you gonna do? It's just one of those monsters. Hey, guys!
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Bet.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
The dragon.
Wow!
Wow, a dragon! That's sick! Mommy!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Bullshit!
'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
And if they don't, I guess he's eating good tonight. I guess he is eating good tonight.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant.
Lost his buddy.
Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
He was like, hell yeah.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
The fuck? Why are you here?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Bitch was like, it is me, hello?
Father,
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
He's like, the fuck?
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
What are these losers talking about?
Escape the star? What madness is this?
Through the moon.
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star, our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, Heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
We believe in you. Woo! We love you, Master Vitra. Please don't fucking eat me. Please don't eat me, Master Vitra. I do not taste very good. I have not showered in 47 days. I have a fungus growing beneath my knee.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Crunches when I walk.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palika's stand?
That's it.
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Okay.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes?
Clearly.
What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Yep.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Sure do. And it's fucking just dead. I was kidding. I was fucking kidding. Why does everything I say
If
come
we
true?
accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha.
Please do.
temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
As far as we've come, not for all the horrors we've seen, there's still so much we do not know about the final days. Maybe as Nadana said, the cause of this phenomena is beyond our comprehension. If so, are we powerless to forestall it? At World's End. Greetings, honored scions from the 7th Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency, the Satrap. Dragon. Brave sons, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Megaduda prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of mine appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Those are the words of Master Vitra. Feast he speaks awaits you at Beredra's Mahane. Please, Please make your way there whenever your business here is done. Thank you for your kindness, indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action. That seems to be an ideal venue. And to you, Zoe King, there's someone we had hoped to introduce you to in particular. Why I am loath to detain you further, may you spare a moment of your time. A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Why not? We'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, please join me in the Aetherite Plaza. I shall go on ahead. The Aetherite Plaza, you say? Like, ain't the Aetherite, dude? Oh yeah, that I do not have. Ha ha ha. Fucking funny. I'm dumb. I was like, why is it grayed out? Because I don't have it. Ha! Got him. Fucking got him. Da, 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 da. Oh, where am I going? The wrong way is where I'm going. Taking a fucking scenic route. To what? Guess is as good as mine. Not the fucking destination I was after. Access to the Aetherites you see over there has been restricted to the select few since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for this inconvenience, but it is deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at this time of an emergency, a risk we could not take. By recent developments, however, this trap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the Aetherite before proceeding along the corridor. Sick. We finally got it. Da, 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 da. You attune to the Aetherite. Okay, now we're going down fucking town. Sick. Hell yeah, we're gooning. We're gooning. Ba, ba, ba. Not know if I've clicked on this yet. I have not. Sick. Attune yourself to all the Aetherite shards in Razadhan. Thavnir is now accessible as an Aethernet destination. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. Stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host. This is from where our leadership oversees all of Razadhan's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Sundrop. Here, you say. Delegates. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous Zoe King, huh? I knew the moment you stepped at the door. You look like one who's walked through hell. Sherbert, please. Name's Sherbert. The fuck? Sherbert, please. You're speaking to this... You're speaking to this Satrap's honored guest and the savior of our people. Do you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there? I'm paying a fellow warrior a compliment. We're all friends here. Or will soon be enough. More formally then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us. A great champion of Orzia. Son of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, an all-round good egg, I'm sure. I'd sherbet. What is this place? Hey, you've been to Kugane, where you've seen all sorts of foreign embassies and whatnot. Well, got them here too at Rods and Hand. Other lands send delegates to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all of these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? Got representatives from Doma, Ulda, Nalamigo, Limsala Mensa, fucking Britannia. Last but never let it be said least, Ishgard. For the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Rise and Han and their respective homelands. Use this brief respite to shed the details of our fight with our overseas counterparts. And when you know it, although he has requested a few words from you specifically. A man in high demand, huh? So, do you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. They're like, oh yes, all of our countries are also fucked. What do we do? What do we do? Thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. This is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavner reached the Grand Company of Orzia and our far eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this land and Corvus. Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout the allied lands, there has been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. What little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant called Zal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone, anywhere, overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here at Raz and Han, we've taken to calling them the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. Fitting name, Znitty. To ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threats to the best of their abilities. Each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies and their spawn when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all that's in their power to put the people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, it is for that very reason we turn to you. May lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give us your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. If we go rushing off to everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. With that, I believe our friend has a feast to attend. Got a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, yeah? Gain access to the role quest for Endwalker. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee, DPS. The role is to undertake these quests, recruit the delegates in Sundrop, and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Okay. Look. Very forgive Sherbet, her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply in her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you in your hard-earned rest. We'll be rejoining your companions, yes? You know the way to the Mahime? I know Rides in Hand like the back of my hand. Glad to hear you becoming familiar with our fair city. Be pleased to hear that all the drinks are in the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant hosts, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Razadhan in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight in the end. We might honor Ahawan's legacy and serve Master Vitra well. I have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. I'll save this for later, the role quest. Alright, time to go to the thingy. Da, 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 da. Mehel. Welcome. It's a trap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests. I was wondering who it might be. It's a lovely surprise to say at least. By the way, I heard all about calls all from your friend Gautia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beast. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drinks tonight are Maride's treat. Speaking of which, what can I start you off with? A popping hot mug of chai, please. As you wish. Pray join your friends, and I'll bring you your drink. Welcome back. Whatever the Radiant want with you, pray tell. Our allies have sent military delegates? That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? Well.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Yep, seems to be.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend.
Yo, thanks for my chai tea. Gimme.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Thanks.
Where do we go from here?
Down.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
That's Polyopus. You do well to remember the name.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
What if there
Alive
are?
as such, but not quite dead.
We could go to the first.
Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Auracite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there.
Oh, shit.
I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It's worth a try.
Yes, we can but act and hope for the best.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
Can't wait to go to Lidos and be like, yeah, we killed Zodiac.
Respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
Now then, anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Fighting shape? In that case, it's time we each attend to our tasks. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Hello, I miss her. Alright, buddy. And there it is. 86. And as you all know, the common theme. I get 2 levels done a day. Okay? Today, we did 80, 84, 85. We're stopping on 86. Okay? Tomorrow, I am doing it early. I'm getting done with 86, 7, 8, 9, and 90 all tomorrow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 90 all tomorrow. Yep, that's the play. Tomorrow we might start with the main quest, or we might do the role quest. I'm gonna do some research to see if the levels line up. Because I can't remember if the role quest, like, you had to stagger. I'd like to just do it all at one point. But I know you had to have it completed for something else later, I think. But anyway, we'll see if it's the same. If it is, cool. If it's not, like, I'm not gonna look up any spoilers. I'm literally just gonna look up the levels for the role quest and see if it's. I can do it all now. I can. We'll start off with it tomorrow, and I'll do all the rest of them. But now, let's run it tonight. The apocalypse starting. We're gonna make our way back to the first to go talk to Elidibus, and then, yeah, I have still no idea like what's gonna happen. I assume that, like, you know, the delegates from, what do you call it, Charlian are still going to make their way and be like, hey, you know, top of the moon ship, they'll be fine. So that's always an option, but of course, if this dies, then so does the first and all that shit. So, yeah, hopefully we can prevent the Calamity. We're starting to get like more of a sense that, you know, like there's still like this other ether that is connected to what would I assume to be celestial ether, that is more about emotions. So maybe we can see how to harness that, or maybe block the flow from stuff. Because I have no idea. I have no idea what Zodiac did to emotional ether. No idea, but we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be hella story day, regardless. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Always be awesome.